Looks like we're gonna do deadly. Oh wait, no, that's right. You do. There's. Oh man, what is it? I forget how poisons
No,
work
you
now.
can do it. You can do it.
What?
I said you can do it. I have faith in you.
All right. No, I believe there's a. There's like a deadly. There's a lethal and a non-lethal. Like you can have.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's
So how? Again, I haven't been in the beta. How are the new poisons working out?
You're asking the wrong guy. I know there's something called a. Oh, why is everybody dead? I'm gonna get out of here. Oh God. But you know, it's like a different system. Like they, I know there's a. Hold on one second. Let me read this. I'm just gonna sound like an idiot when I could just go to the poisons itself and actually look it up.
And read them off.
Exactly. For what I can tell right now, I mean, I only have deadly, wound, crippling, and mind numbing. There's shiv effects on them now, which here, let me just read some of them. Like for crippling, reduces the target's movement speed by 70 for 12 seconds. That's instantly when you use a shiv. And mind numbing, increases the spell cast time within 8 seconds by 100%. So I know there's a poison called. Let me look. It's leeching poison. Yeah, there's lethal and non-lethal poisons. I believe you can have one lethal poison and one non-lethal poison on your weapon. Yeah. So, yeah, it says coat your weapon with a non-lethal poison that lasts for an hour. Your melee attacks have a 50% chance to poison the target. All your subsequent weapon strikes against the poison target will heal you for 10% of the damage. And the shiv effect of that is instantly heal for 5%. So
that's pretty nice. They're giving players a little bit more survivability. It seems like.
yeah. So I don't know. It's like I said, we'll just see. I'm not a pro at this by any means. So, I mean, that's the thing I like and I don't like about the direction I went into the beta, because I didn't go in, with my head, just straight down going into it. So I learned things. But now it's to the point where, I'm kind of slacking. Like, I may not know so much about what the different talents are, what I'm looking for. So I just kind of go in, which is nice because, I go in with an open mind, or, I might not necessarily want to know everything about the game. That's one of the reasons I try to stay away from, teaser trailers or like leaks or something. Obviously, a beta is a beta and that can change. But I don't always necessarily want to know everything about the game before it comes out. I want to be surprised. I want to have the big thing with games for me is that wow factor. I come in and I'm like, wow, I've never seen this before, or this is new, or oh, I think I read something about this, but this is really cool because you get to experience it firsthand.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big thing. Like when I remember when patch 4.3 came out, I tried not to read a lot because I know the big patch 4.3. You're finally going to fight death whipping and all this. But I tried to stay away from all of the leaks and stuff like that because I didn't want to see these fights before they came out. I wanted to experience the fights.
Right.
And so by doing that, when I came in and I got to fight the fights, I was really, oh my god, wow, this is amazing. These are really cool mechanics,
Oh my gosh, it's a giant fish in a bubble. There is a giant fish. It's a giant fish. It's like 3 times the size of my character in a bubble, and it's just floating around killing. That is awesome. Blizzard, you've never ceased to them. And that is so cool. Like, I'm getting attacked by a fish out of water. Dude, that's awesome. I've never seen that. That is sweet. I'm sure people watching this are probably like, oh, you retard, it's been out for a while. Yeah, well, I haven't been here, so that's just really cool to see. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is. But I really like the direction they're going here with everything. Like I was talking about earlier, they're really trying to change it up and get people away from what they thought their WoW was.
Right. Which is good. You got to. I mean, especially for the game, who I believe Blizzard went down. I don't know the exact numbers, so I'm not going to quote it. But it was a couple million subscribers actually fairly quickly, and they were losing subscribers. So I think this is definitely a way that they're going to be able to pull them back in, and yeah, it's definitely going to help them rather than hurt them. And with the whole annual pass, with getting the multitude of people into the beta, that definitely helps because you give people that that taste instead of that endless wait. Because honestly, I think this game is going. I think this expansion is going to take a while. I actually did that earlier. What we were talking about, I don't think I touched on it, but I did a little research. I believe it was on WoW Insider, based on the way where the patches come out. How you've always had that one major content patch or that nerf patch
Yes.
I mean major content. The Nerf patch, right before the expansion comes out, based on those dates, based on the pattern for the cata launch, because the cata launch took a while. If you remember, it actually was a lot later than it was supposed to be. They've got a projected date of the end of September of this year.
Hmm.
So that seems about right. I mean, it's July, so September. That's what.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
that's 3 months from now. I don't think it'll be that soon, but I think we're going to be seeing it. Probably. I would go November. November is probably a safe
Yeah,
bet.
I was gonna say I'm guessing November because I know in August that they are planning to release the video, the launch video.
Really.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm not gonna quote where it was. I just heard about it, saying that in August that they were releasing their launch video. So people are getting really excited about it, saying, "Oh, the game's coming out soon." Because I mean, it is. They're showing you this is what the video is, and everybody's hoping that they're gonna finally come out with the release date. But as far as right now, no release date. I'm still thinking November. I'm thinking sometime mid-November.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? They could surprise you and just decide to throw it out, fairly early. I mean,
Mhm.
Blizzard's always got that way of throwing their little twists and their own little. And why am I getting hit
Exactly.
so bad? This is terrible. Am I doing something wrong? Huh. Oh well. But yeah, no. I mean, I have a feeling I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. Like, I'm not going to expect it. Like, there's that certain point where oh, it's inevitable. This game's going to come out. But
Yeah.
eventually, I think I think it's just going to happen, and we're
Yep.
just going to be like, oh, well, check it out.
Check it out. I can play now.
These things are probably the ugliest monsters I've ever seen. Like the I don't know, the model themselves is pretty cool. Like they're kind of like zombie demon Edward Scissorhands with tiki masks, but I don't know why this game likes tiki masks, but the portrait of them is like. It's like an ugly redheaded chick with one eye who's got like a horrible spray tan, and that's what I'm looking at. Like that's literally, and our tank just died. It's fantastic. Yeah, that's literally what I'm looking at right now, and it's.
I think you just explained perfectly one of my cousins.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder. Ask her if she gets any
Redhead
compensation.
chick with one eye.
Yeah, I mean,
She does have both eyes.
I wonder if she gets any compensation for stuff like this, because this is actually.
Maybe because she might get like some kind of handout from WoW. Like, hey, look, we put you in our game. We're gonna give you some money. Is it okay if we use you as a basis for our model?
Right. I mean, I guess whatever works. I mean, they were going for a creepy kind of model thing, but.
And they got one.
They definitely got it. Oh, we died. That's not good. Oh well, we almost got it. This has changed. I know this is the last time I talked to it, because I know for a lot of them, you would scroll over something and it'd be like it's like not the final placeholder, or this is a placeholder model, but I haven't seen any of that since I've actually been in this dungeon itself. Yeah, so I guess they're switching it up. I'm gonna throw a goblin barbecue down. That seems like a nice thing to do. I'll share my food with everybody. I love the food, like in like the way Blizzard does it. Like there's a fish burger here, but it's literally a fish with all his scales and his tail and eyes on two pieces of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's just two pieces of bread. And like if you ever seen the was it the lobster feast?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a lobster
Yeah,
inside of a freaking. It's a basket.
It's a wicker basket with bubbles.
I don't know how a wicker basket is holding water. It must be some kind of magical.
I don't know, but I mean, I tell you that. I mean, that lobster. I mean, he's still moving too. That's a messed up part. And the fish dinner or the fish feast, it's a fish with 2 orange slices.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know how that's feeding an entire raid, but hey, good on you, Blizzard. Whatever
Good
works.
one.
Whatever works for you. I can't understand that. I don't know. I mean, I guess this is the boss. This is completely different from what it did last time. I guess we just switch back and forth between these guys. And thanks for the boogers. What happened? Oh, boogers. I get it. Hailstones. Huh. Candy for all. Oh, I like this guy's hat. I want a hat like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. If I could have this hat, I would be the coolest person ever. Oh my gosh, I want that so bad. You see this hat, like that's probably the coolest
I am
hat.
looking at it. That is like the most epic thing since the pimp hats from BC.
That's just like, I hope they make a leather version of this hat, because I will not stop playing it. Like, I'm sorry, this whole the whole like I guess I don't want to say Asian influence or Chinese influence, but I mean it's a monk, I mean whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it, correct me if I'm wrong, but that whole it's just awesome. I really want a leather version of that hat. I have to have that. Like I'll be thoroughly upset if I can never own that hat on my rogue. Maybe I should take a potion. Seems like a good idea. So how's the raid going?
The raid has ended.
Oh, you won?
As you would imagine, got no pieces of gear.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens. You'll be in the raid with one other person, and
Yes.
that actually happened to me last night. And it was one other rogue. It was the only guy who could win it, and he actually, yeah, he stole every piece of gear. I think I got a ring off of the very last boss, like the first 4 bosses in there. But
I had about 2 people that could roll on my tokens.
Right.
That needed my tokens. Sorry, let me rephrase that. And of course, they were won by one of the pieces was won by a person that needed it, and then 2 of the other tokens were won by people who didn't. So I came out with nothing, but such is life.
yeah, stuff happens. I mean, I think I was forever doomed when I made my character to have bad rolls because I'm infamous for having bad rolls. Like it'll be somebody will roll on a piece of gear. And people will be like, oh, like everyone will roll. There'll be 20 people in the raid, and they'll all roll 21 to 2, and I'm the guy who rolls the 1.
Yeah,
I don't know how it
of course.
happens, but it happens, and it happens all the time. I can't tell you how many pieces of gear I've lost due to that loot system. And I'm just like, man, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. I mean, I've had the same. I don't know what it is with rolls, but rolls do not like me. I think that I'm forever doomed with dice because I've seen the mount drop in Dragon Soul about 5 times now.
Right.
And I have gone with the same group too. I was raiding with my core raid group 5 times, and 5 different people won them, and none of them were me.
Oh wow.
And it always seemed that I would lose the roll by a substantial amount. Somebody would roll a 73, and I rolled a 15.
Huh.
I wasn't even close, not even in the running.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. Slice and Dice has gone up significantly. It's actually 38 seconds now for a 5-point. Yeah, down. I believe was it 20 seconds? 20 seconds? Something like that.
No, because I think my Slice and Dice right now at 3 because I normally pop Slice and Dice with 2 or 3 combo points depending. And I think at 3 combo points you have a 32-second.
Really? Are you sure?
Let me check. I'm gonna go hit a dummy right now.
Yeah, you go ahead and dummy.
I'm gonna go smack a dummy.
Yeah, you go do that, because I could be almost positive.
I might be wrong.
I'll be damned if I'm wrong.
Let me see here. We'll start off with a 1 combo point, Slice and Dice. A 1 combo point Slice and Dice gives me 22 seconds.
What?
Yep.
Are you a spec? Is there like a spec or something, or a
I
glyph?
think it might be. Yeah, it is a combat spec.
Oh, that would be why. Yeah, I'm subtle,
because
motherfucker.
A 5 combo point gives me.
I was like, there's no way in hell.
Let me swap out
A
it.
1-point fucking slice and
yeah.
dice gives you 22 seconds. You go to hell and you die.
Yeah, that's improved Slice and Dice. Increases duration of your Slice and Dice by 25%.
Fucking lying.
2 points gives you 50.
Lying.
Let me see here. All right, I'm gonna wait for this to run off now.
Save auto. Where are you running to, dude? Why are there little bubbles on the ground?
I swap.
What are you doing?
I'm in combat.
Why are you?
I can swap specs.
Did this guy fart and leave green bubble? What are these? This dude just like walked around and like dropped 2 green bubbles back here. I'm like, I want to know what they do. Like, I really do. Oh, I've been here before, I think.
I do not. I know there's a couple new things that they're bringing in as far as the glyphs, like we were talking about earlier. And some of them are really just vanity glyphs. I know the Shadow Priests getting a glyph to where their shadow orbs are, I believe they're crows or bats or something.
Yeah, because druids actually have something like that too. They have like the white stag for the travel form, and somebody can actually ride on your back like a passenger. And they have the orca. I think it's like an orca form for your aquatic form. Which I mean,
so it gets away from that ugly seal.
Yeah, hey, that still is beautiful. And you will love him. He's a beautiful thing. I can't tell you the quest. The quest for that thing was so annoying that I love it. I mean, it's like I love the old way. I love the old way that the game used to be, but I hate it at the same time because it was so difficult. It was like, ugh. Like I can't stand it. Like, but I love it at the same time because it's like, man, I remember the hassle of having to do it. Like I remember Druid when it sucked. 1 to 9, whenever like all I did was sit there, I cast